afternoon. It's Thursday. I'm Matt Worth. Welcome to this week's Social Media Roundup. I want to give a big shout out to Ellie Selby and the Thames Valley Police and a number of my friends who were involved in something that you might have seen earlier this week. If you were watching BBC South Today, you will have seen a Thames Valley Mannequin Challenge, which was focused around the issues of domestic abuse, especially running up to this time of year where, unfortunately, domestic abuse does seem to rise with the Christmas season. So I want to give a big shout out to Ellie Selby, and if you have a chance, look on YouTube. You'll see the Mannequin Challenge done by Thames Valley Police to raise this awareness. Now, before we get started with the rest of this week's social media roundup, I want to remind everybody that on January the 16th, so we're looking beyond Christmas, we're looking beyond New Year, all the celebrations and hangovers should be gone, because on January the 16th, the first of 6 fortnightly Facebook and marketing workshops will be going live. So here in Newbury, you will find us in the centre of Newbury. Parking is accessible, and you can book onto these 6 marketing workshops whereby you can bring your challenges and work on your social media hands-on. Now, if you have just joined, please click on the share or the follow button below, and we'll get started. So this week, as well as the Mannequin Challenge being issued by Thames Valley Police and the Selby team, I also wanted to raise some awareness around an interesting news article. Facebook Live might be something else that the police might be interested in monitoring, as well as YouTube. There was a man, and you will have seen this, if you look on the Pinterest board, we have some articles around this. Hi Cara, hi David, welcome to the conversation. If you want to tweet any questions, by the way, please use the hashtag #IsItWorth. So hashtag #IsItWorth. I do have a poll for us today, actually, over and above what I was just mentioning. So a man earlier this week was filming himself on a motorcycle going over 100 miles an hour, and he was streaming himself on Facebook Live. So the police might be keeping an eye on that one, but please, guys, there is a time and a place. John Lovell will know this. Dan Coles will know this. There is a time and a place to go live. There is a time and a place to do your videos. Don't do it on a motorbike at over 100 miles an hour. Hey, Cara. Now, interestingly enough, with the whole dim, dark, dismal death story that we've started with this morning, there was a BBC article with a survey that said that people who wanted, 52% of 2,000 people surveyed wanted Facebook to be updated after they died. That was really bizarre. Hi, Daniel. So, bit of a contrast in mood there. So 52% of 2,000 people wanted Facebook to be updated after they died. In fact, in some people's wills, they're actually nominating a social media manager to update their Facebook profiles as and when they pass away. 35% wanted it deleted. So it's going to be an interesting one. Have a look on the Pinterest board that will go live after this. All the details will be there. The full article will be there from the BBC, because we know they're a very trusted source. The hashtag I want to announce today is hashtag #IsItWorth. So, for example, hashtag #IsItWorth posting in death after life. Drop me your messages. Let me know what you would want to do, whether you want people to post for you after you died, whether you have a nominated account manager. On to something a little bit brighter and a little bit more fun. On Tuesday, if you are a big fan of Facebook Messenger, which I'm sure most of you are, you'll have noticed that there's a little gaming button that's appeared on your Messenger chat. Now, interestingly enough, it's currently in the beta stage, but you can now play, and I'm really excited about this, you can play games in Facebook Messenger. My specific favourite that has been released is Pac-Man. So if you are on Facebook Messenger, even when you're not at work, Cara, you can play Pac-Man on Facebook Messenger. It's currently in its beta stages. However, it's something which I should imagine there'll be more and more games released. I think there are 14 at the moment. But if you are a fan of playing games on Facebook, you can now do so, especially Pac-Man. Now, Facebook are really, really interesting at the moment. So they're actively attacking all social media channels, and they're launching functionality left, right, and centre to the point where they're getting ahead of the competition by quite some way. Now, interestingly, Prisma. If you've not heard of Prisma, it's a Russian live video application that allows you to stream live video but apply a live video filter over the top. Facebook have cottoned on to this and have blocked Prisma because Prisma is effectively doing what Facebook Live is intended to do. So I don't know whether it's a case that Facebook are trying to shut down the competition before they take over Facebook, or whether or not it's just simply a way of utilizing other channels for their API. Funnily enough, Facebook actually announced on the same day that they were also launching video filters for live video. So it's an interesting tactic and one that I'd be keen to see whether or not it comes through. Now, with the whole fake news that led with the presidential elections, Reuters, if you've not heard of Reuters, for those who know, forgive me for this, but I'd rather tell you something twice than not at all. Reuters is basically a financial institution reporting for news organization. Now, they've built an algorithm for Twitter that flags and verifies news as and when it comes in to see if it's fake or not. So what it does is it groups together similar content and keywords into conversations, similar to Twitter stories, but more on a breaking news scale. On the topic of Twitter conversations, in this week, they've brought ranked conversations to mobile. Now, this is something which was available in June on the web. Hi, Linda. Welcome to the conversation. Twitter basically brought on the web function of live ranked conversations. So when you tweet a message and somebody has responded, they follow you, you follow them, that will appear at the top of the comment conversation. However, if you click on the conversation, it will open up. You will be able to see all of your tweets and the conversation that follows. This is something which was available on the web in June, but it's now been brought to mobile. It basically puts the most popular replies on top. Hi, Matthew. Welcome to Worth Marketing's Weekly Roundup. Staying with Twitter, they've actually also brought something else to mobile. So you might have had a bit of a toy around on the desktops or your laptops or iPads, but they've finally brought Moments to mobile. So again, a feature that was originally only available on the web browser version, you can now apply Moments through your mobile. Now, to do this, all you have to do is on the top right-hand side of your tweet, you simply click the down arrow and hit Add to Moment. You can create a huge story based on that moment. Now, if you have just joined, you have missed quite a bit, but don't worry, you can catch up afterwards. I have a Pinterest board full of all the articles that will be coming available on after this video, and we'll also be putting out a blog based on the article itself. So there are a lot of different ways to consume this article. I will also be exporting into an audio-only format. So if you are driving or you're riding a motorcycle trying to do a live video, don't listen to the podcast and enjoy the social media roundup rather than breaking the law. Now, I just want to finish on a bit of a story which I wanted to share because I've long been an advocate and a fan of Snapchat, not necessarily for small businesses or those trying to get out there with a business message, but more because they are effectively the F1 of the social media world. Now, interestingly enough, Snapchat don't really consider themselves a social media network. They consider themselves a camera company. Now, it's interesting. There's a fantastic New York Times article. Again, it'll be available on my Pinterest board, which will be made available after this video, and all the links will be available on my website under the Live tab. But this article will go through all the various features of Snapchat and how it's revolutionized over time the way social networks react. So you will have heard in previous live videos about the social networks copying and lifting features from Snapchat and implementing them into WhatsApp and Instagram. So mainly we're talking about Facebook trying to steal all the articles and features of Snapchat. However, it's something that's definitely worthwhile having a look at, and I feel that Snapchat haven't really been appreciated for the value of this over and above all the noise. Now, when I put together these videos, I do go through the week's news, and week after week after week, I have seen so much noise around Facebook, around all the things they're trying, all the debates they're getting into, all the legal battles, all the fake news, and the politicians using it, Trump being one of them, mainly causing a lot of the noise. Now, interestingly enough, I think Snapchat have a lot to offer. I think we can learn a lot about what's coming into mainstream social media via Snapchat, who usually go to market first with some innovative ideas. Now, if you have just joined the conversation, we are coming to the end of this weekly roundup. I just want to reiterate, if you missed it at the beginning of this video, there is a mannequin challenge that was posted by Ellie Selby and her team at Thames Valley Police. Now, I wanted to give a big shout out because they are close friends of mine, and the people in the video themselves, I'm going to name drop, they're celebrities now. I'm just going to appreciate the fact that Ellie Selby, along with Kieran Baker, who's also a member of the Thames Valley Police, you also got John Lovell, who logged on earlier on this video. I don't know if you're still there, John. Andy Pocock, and as well as his family. Holly Lucas, the final face you will see. Have a look on YouTube. If you haven't seen it yet, it's something which, if you remember the truck crash video, which also got a lot of traction on social media, it's a very serious message. It's not necessarily a downer, it's more of a way that good social media can work for positive impact, but it's definitely worthwhile a look. It does carry a very, very strong message, especially as we head towards this festive season. So have a look on there. I will tag it on the Pinterest board and on YouTube and Facebook. I'll plaster it everywhere. I'm very proud of these people. Now, I also want to mention that on January 16th, so think beyond Christmas, think beyond New Year's and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and the hangovers that inevitably follow, as well as the very first morning back at work. I don't want to put a downer on it again, but there's something cheery at the end of this, which I'm sure you'll be looking forward to. On January the 16th, our first of 6 fortnightly Facebook and marketing workshops will be going live here in Newbury. So if you have a small business, if you are trying to understand Facebook, you want to do it yourself. This isn't me saying I will take it on for you, we will push it out for you. It's none of that. These workshops are for those small businesses and entrepreneurs and business owners and people who even have a hobby and want to make more out of it. You can have a look at this on our website, fortnightly Facebook and marketing workshops. You come, you sit down, you enjoy the atmosphere, and for 2 hours out of your working day, because it does have to be part of your working day, from January the 16th for another 6 sessions, you will go through Facebook, all the features of Facebook, and we will work with you hands-on rather than talking at you and hoping that you retain all this information. So please do have a look on our website, tweet us at isitworth, that's hashtag isitworth, and we will invite you, we'll send across an invitation. There are limited spaces, so please do get on it now. Don't wait until after Christmas. Don't wait until the next video. Get on it now. Send across your interest. It's £400 for the entire 6 sessions. Now, this isn't just about Facebook. This is about your marketing objectives. This is bringing to the table any problems you are having with marketing and bringing it to the table, bringing it to the group. At my very core, an ideas person. Anybody that meets you, anyone that meets me, will tell you all about how energetic and enthusiastic I can be when someone's got a passion and someone's got an idea. I want to help you with that. Please do give me a call, drop me an email. My email address is matt.worth@worthmarketing.uk, and these workshops will be running for 6 sessions over 12 different weeks. So please do sign up. Places are limited, and it's here in Newbury. Now, that's all for this week's social media roundup. I really hope you enjoyed it. Apologies if I ranted on a little bit, but there is a lot that fits into this. There's a lot that I haven't mentioned. So again, it will be on my Pinterest board, which you can have a look at afterwards and consume. That's all for today. I'm Matt Worth, and just remember, whatever you do, it just has to be worth marketing.